big hand for Brian.
Yeah, Brian.
Thank you, Brian. I know that was a big deal for you, for us, too. All right. Brian wrote that. Is that true, Brian?
Yeah.
Brian wrote that. It's called Flight 2025. That's the title. So, you know, we're flying from Costa Rica to the United States of America, and we fly over many countries, right? And cultural diversity is very important. So we thought to inject some cultural diversity and some kind of broaden your perspective, we'd give you an introductory Hebrew lesson. So where is he? I'm serious. Come up, do like 5 or 6 words in Hebrew. What? In Yiddish. No, I'm the MC. You come up. 6 words in Hebrew.
Denny, how do you say Denny?
Ma'oz is his name. Yeah, Ma'oz. M-Olives. Yeah, I know. Okay. So let's do the simple word. Face the audience. Okay. Okay, I say capital 4. If somebody say it, I give you my voucher for free. Okay? I promise. And you write me a check. You promise. Okay. Tell them the word for peace. Peace. Shalom. Peace, everybody know, no? Good afternoon. אחר הצהריים טובים. You can't say that? Good morning. בוקר טוב.
Boker tov.
You're good. So let's repeat. Yes. Peace is
Shalom.
Good morning is Boker tov.
And
לילה טוב is good night.
Lilac Tov is good night. All right, so
Yes.
peace.
Shalom.
Good morning. Good night. One more.
Right.
One more. Thank you.
תודה. Everybody know, no?
Toda. All right. Peace. Good morning.
Boker tov.
Good night. And peace out.
Try to say Shalom.
Shalom.
Good. It's a dream.
This is a dream.
Yeah, you know that? Mazel tov, you know?
Mazel.
All right.
That's our Hebrew lesson.
As we all say thank you, how do we say thank you? Toda. Toda, toda. Now, when we got on the plane today, how many of you noticed on the tail was this little dove? Doe, little deer, right?
Yeah.
And that fawn, and that this airline, Frontier Airline, has animals on its tail. That's its logo.
An entirely different animal.
Entirely different animal, right. This is a very unusual plane because while it looks like a deer, it's not really a deer. It's a mountain lion. It's a mountain lion masquerading as a deer so it can get close to deers and jump on them. So I thought that's very dangerous because the last thing we want on a plane is a mountain lion. So let's suppose that mountain lion came off the tail of the plane, broke into the back of the plane and started walking up the aisle. We'd be scared. To prevent that from happening, we have with us the world's leading expert on what to do with mountain lions. I'm not kidding. From Oregon.
Woo!
She really is a state park ranger. This is State Park Ranger Kristen talking about what to do if you should encounter a mountain lion in the forest or on an airplane.
I'm not really the world's expert. I'm just Sunset Bay State Park's expert. So, if you're ever in Oregon and you want to come camping at the most awesome park ever, Sunset Bay. Come during the summer. Come during August or September, and you're pretty much guaranteed sun and nice weather. So anyway, I'm Ranger Kristen, and I do an evening program about the mysterious mountain lion, which a lot of us came to Costa Rica to see wildlife, right? Raise your hand if you saw a mountain lion in the wild. And we've got 2 out of like 120 some people. 92 people, okay. So mountain lions actually live all over North and South America. They're really widespread, but they're so secretive and stealthy, most people will never see one. So they're a pretty cool animal. And I'm going to talk a little bit about them, and, as he said, how to keep from being eaten by one, if you do encounter one. In an airplane or in the forest. So they live all over North and South America, and because of that, they have a lot of names. So you might know them as a mountain lion or a cougar. Anybody know any other names?
Puma.
Puma. So? But cougar, puma, panther, mountain lion, catamount. Yeah, they're more than two animals. They're actually in the Guinness Book of World Records for the animal with the most English names. Because they live all over the U.S., all over Canada, all over the entire 2 continents. So they're pretty cool. But remember, most people never see them. You're actually more likely to win the lottery like twice than be attacked by a mountain lion. But they are big, huge predators, and they regularly take down animals like the deer on our tail or an elk, which is about 3 times your size. And they're out there. So it is important that we know what to do, how to notice a mountain lion, because a lot of people come up and say, oh my god, I saw a mountain lion. It was like this big, and it had spots, and it was scary, and it was gonna attack. That's a cat, dude. Sorry, that's not a mountain lion. So mountain lions are really easy to identify because they're big, right? They're the biggest cat in most of the areas any of us will be in. There are jaguars here which are bigger, but I don't know anybody who's ever seen one of them. So, most people have never seen a mountain lion, but raise your hand if you've seen a cat. Alright, everybody's seen a cat. They're really similar. All felines have basic similarities in body and behavior. So their hunting style is going to be exactly the same as your cat at home. They're going to wait and wait and wait until they see something tasty come by. And then they'll stalk it silently. I have a photograph of a mountain lion stalking a deer that was taken by one of those flash off a tree wildlife things. It's literally 2 feet behind a deer. And you probably know deer have really good hearing. So that's why we never see them. They're secretive and stealthy, and they hide from us. So they're a big cat. Do you know how big they are? A really big male mountain lion can be up to 8 feet long. So think of a cat that's as long as I am tall, plus 3 feet of tail. And they can be nearly 200 pounds. Females are smaller, and normally you'd see smaller ones if you see one, but they can be big cats. They're always that tawny golden brown color, so if you see one with stripes or spots or anything else that's like tan, it's not a mountain lion. Okay. So we know what they look like. We know that they're out there all over the place, but you almost never see them. So what do you do if you do see one? There are certain... Did you say one? Oh, that is a bad answer. You'd be cougar food for sure.
Give him a Denny's voucher.
Give them a Denny's voucher. That would scare them away. For sure. That would work. So, if you do encounter a mountain lion, 90% of the time, it's going to look at you and go, oh crap, go the other direction. They don't like people. They recognize us as a predator just like them, and they don't want us messing with them, so most of the time they turn around and leave. So, if you do see one, and it doesn't turn around and leave, that is an indication there might be something wrong with it. There are mountain lion attacks on people in Canada and the US. This one's never happened in Oregon, but they happen fairly regularly in California. So you do need to know how to protect yourself. one of the most important things to remember is cats are nocturnal or crepuscular, which means they come out at dusk, dawn, or night. So those are times when you shouldn't be hiking. So don't go out by yourself. If you have small children or pets, keep them close to you. If you're hiking with friends, make sure that you know what's going on with them, they know what's going on with you. But imagine you're out there, there's a mountain lion staring at you. You don't want to be dinner, so what do? The answer, scare that cat away. You want to look big and scary. So, if you're little like me, you're more of a treat to a mountain lion. So be big, be loud. So the first thing you want to do every time if you see a wild animal, freeze. Usually that gives the animal the opportunity to turn around and leave, and you get to observe it in the wild without, getting hurt or eaten or anything bad happening to you. So first, you freeze. Second, take a deep breath and stay calm. Because if you freak out, you're going to do something stupid and make a mistake, and bad things are going to happen. So anytime something bad happens to you, like they tell you your flight is canceled, you always want to take a deep breath and stay calm. So that's number 2. Number 3, if the animal doesn't leave, you make it leave. That's when you break out your, make it scary, go away! If you're dealing with a mountain lion, you don't ever want to turn your back on it. You don't ever want to bend over in front of it, and you do not ever run away from it, because these are cats. I used to have a pet cat, and my favorite game with her was I would run down the hallway and she would chase me. This is like 70-pound kid and 10-pound cat. You don't want to trigger a chase instinct in a 150-pound cat, right? So, you're frozen, you're calm, it doesn't go away, you're big and scary. If the worst should happen, and it's like the worst day ever possible, and the cat decides to attack you, you fight. Fight back. Protect your neck, protect your head, use your walking stick, your backpack, your fists, whatever you can do. Beat it off. And remember, if this cat is attacking you, it's probably sick, it's probably messed up in the head, so you have a good chance of kicking its butt. Protect yourself, alright? Alright, so now you know what mountain lions look like, and you know what to do in case you encounter one, right? This is the test, alright? So, everybody, you can't really get up right now, but let's go hiking with Ranger Kristen.
Everybody hide! Oh my gosh, it's a mountain lion. What's the first thing you do?
Freeze! Good. Alright, we're frozen. The cat's still staring at you. What's the second thing you do?
Take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath, okay, everybody? Alright, it is still looking at you, and you look like lunch. What's the third thing you do?
Get big.
Alright, so you scared it away, turned around and ran. The last thing you always want to do is report it. If you encounter a big predator like that, you want to report it, whether it's to a park ranger or somebody, game warden like that. They need to know in case they need to, do something about it. So, that's the mysterious mountain lion. Sorry none of us got to encounter one in the wild here in Costa Rica, but I did see one at the zoo. It was